All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Roland Garros. And we've got the second half of the fourth round. Yesterday, no doubt about it, best day of the tournament so far in terms of matches, matchups, excitement. It felt like yesterday we were watching a bunch of finals. And today is not too different. I mean, we've got, on the women's side, maybe less high-profile matchups when we're talking about, like, you know, Grand Slam champions against each other. But we do on the men's side have some crazy matchups, especially later tonight with Sinner taking on Rublev, which is going to be the night session. But Gauff versus Alexandrova, Kasatkina versus Andreeva, doubleheader to start. We've also got Djokovic playing today against Norrie, which is a rematch of last week. We've also got the match between Draper and Bublik's happening today. Zverev is playing against Grigspor, which is just a yearly five-set match. So, yeah. So, let's see what happens. Let's see how we go. How are we doing, chat? What's going on? Put $5 on Kasatkina money line. Nice. We love Dasha. If Dasha wins today, I'm going to lose my mind. It's going to be good. All right. But how are we doing? What's going on, chap? What is happening? Who's going to win? I think Andreeva and Gauff are going to win. But I just hope the matches are close. As long as they're not a blowout, that's all I can ask for. That's all we can ask for. Also, tomorrow, chat, quarterfinals day, number 1. Yeah. I don't know what the order of play is going to be, but we'll find out pretty soon. But after today, we watch everything from now on. Quarterfinals onwards, we watch every single match. So from the night session tonight onwards, we watch everything. So it's going to be busy. I don't even know how many matches we'll watch this week. It's just been a blur. I'm going to say we probably watched about 30 matches, maybe. Maybe more, maybe less. Okay, so we've watched... This is our 40th match of the tournament. Cool. 40th match and 41st match of the tournament. Okay. So that's fun. Tennis marathon. Yeah, yesterday was a marathon. I mean, yesterday was the biggest day so far. And yeah. We have got a lot to do. We've got a lot left to do. Next tournament after Roland Garros? Well, we go straight to grass. So we have no weeks off. We go straight to the grass. Queen's Club for the ladies. Usually after a slam, the French Open's tough, but usually after a slam, I like to just disappear for a couple of days because it's things are always so hectic. But Queen's Club is pretty stacked, so we're probably going to be watching Queen's Club for the ladies for the first time, I think, in like 50 years they're playing there or something like that. So we'll watch Queen's Club. It's got a lot of good players playing. Then we'll probably go and watch Queen's Club for the men on the week after that. Week before Wimbledon might be a bit more chill, but yeah, it does get a bit hectic. It is a pretty crazy time. Drover is known for causing upsets. Oh, yeah. This could definitely be an upset. I hope not, because I picked Gauff to win, and I want to look smart. But it could definitely be an upset. Hello. Oh, hello. Can your dog say hello? Yeah, she just said hello to me. And then said, tell the chat I say hi. Okay. Chat, Mia says hi. You want to say hi properly, yeah? Right, I start working, and then you want all the attention. Has Mia been okay after the Runa match? Yeah, she's fine. I think it was just she was overheated. She was just a bit warm. But she's all right. You're all right? You're all right. Are you okay? You're okay. You're okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. All right, chat. We're starting. Mia, we're starting. Who you got winning this one, chat? I'm going to go with Gauff and Andreeva, both 3-setters. They're both starting right at the same time, too, which is great. As Andreeva losing the first point, love 15, and Alexandrova also losing the first point, love 15. Love 15 on both courts. Dasher with a passing shot forehand, volley from Andreeva, and then the smash is too good, and it's 15-all. Now, you're probably wondering, what are the head-to-heads between these four? By the way, these players could all play in the semi-finals. So it's not the quarterfinal matchups, but it's the semi-finals. They could all meet in a couple of days. So Dasha's won the only match she's played against Andreeva, but it was last year. Dasha won last year, at the end of last year, so that's pretty good. And then 3-1 Gauff in favor over her, but she's never played on clay against Alexandrova, including one match last year on a grass court. Gauff got the win. So it's 3-1 Gauff and 1-0 Kazatkina. No, I love 30 though. Gauff's got a chance to break straight away. Love 30. Gauff and Dasher for me. Okay. Mirra and 2, Coco and 2. Okay. We'll visit Bad on Berg in 4 weeks. Nice. All right, Alexandrova 15-30. As Gauff hits a forehand cross court, Alexandrova hits it wide, and it's break points for Coco. 15-40. By the way, Dasher wearing the all black. I feel like the Adidas is either you're wearing the all black or you're wearing the fluoro glow in the dark green, yellow. Very opposite colors. You're either dark and mysterious or you lit up like a Christmas tree. 15-40 as that goes out by Alexandrova. There's the break for Gauff. Whoop. 1-0. Gauff takes the break. First game. All right. As Andreeva tries to win the first game on her serve. Serving to the backhand of Dasher. Backhand of Andreeva as Dasher gets a backhand and then Andreeva hits a winner. 1-love Andreeva. All right. Okay. I'm going to the WTA Queens next week. Didn't realize it was so stacked. Oh yeah, it's very stacked. A lot of top ladies are playing. 15 love Coco. Just watched Carlos' documentary. Love the way he respected Sinner in it. Oh yeah. As Gauff serves again. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Backing it from Coco as Andreeva goes the forehand of Gauff. Into the forehand of Andreeva. And then Alexandrova hits it out. I'm going to be doing this all day. Because Alexandrova and Andreeva, the names are, in my brain, similar. Dasher. Forehand slice. 15 love for Dasher. Then Andreeva hits a lovely winner down the line. And it's 15-all. All right, 15 all as Dasha goes to the backhand of Andreeva. Andreeva hits it out. And it's 30-15 as Gauff holds 2-love for Coco. Can Dasha beat Andreeva? Of course she can. 100%. Yes. Of course she can. And she will. Mark my words. Forehand of forward rally. As with a slice backhand from Dasha, Andreeva comes in, puts it away. 30-all. 30-all. All right, 30-all. Also, love 15. Gauff already has the momentum, really. Hey, Drew, what's going on over on Twitch? Thanks for keeping me company while I work. Hey, shout out to everyone who's at work right now. Hopefully we can make the day go fast. We're going to be here all day. So if you're going to work, if you're getting up, getting ready for work, you may be making lunch or whatever. I don't know what you do before work. Making a coffee. Just about to take the train, get in the car, drive. We are going to be here from start to finish. Maybe there's a break because of the scheduling, but we're going to be here from start to finish like we were yesterday. We're here from 7 till, 11 until midnight in Paris. So we're here for 13 hours. So we're going to be here all day. So we should cover most of your work days. Alexandrova 30-15. Dasha. She's got 40-30. She hits a slice to the forehand of Andreeva, but Andreeva hits wide on the drop shot, and it's 1-all. Dasha holds. I finished work 2 hours ago. Well, DJ, we have you covered for the entire night. Yeah, it won't be until midnight tonight. I don't think Sinner's match will go that late. The reason why it was so late yesterday is because the match was slow and was long in the last match, but also they pushed it back like an hour because of the day session was so long as well. God, I love that Shelton Alcaraz match is so fun. I want to see more of those two play. Those two playing is so that is so much fun. Like we need more of those guys playing. I know everyone loves Sinkeraz, but I might like Shelkeraz. Shelkeraz might be my favorite matchup right now. It's just so fun. 30-all. Chance for Gauff to get the double break. As Alexandrova serves the forehand of Gauff. Good return. Alexandrova backhand to the backhand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Alexandrova, but she hits it out. 30-40. Shelton, yeah, I think a lot of people maybe didn't know that Shelton was going to be that good on clay, but also, and me included, but also I think gained a lot of respect from just the way that he pushed Alcaraz. Because I think a lot of people going in thought, Alcaraz going to win this because it's clay court. Maybe on a fast court it'll be interesting, but this is not going to be interesting. But Shelton was there all day yesterday. I think a lot of people may respected that, that he's getting he pushed Alcaraz. Gauff double break, 3-love. 3-love. All right, 3-love. Also 40-love on Andreeva. Jump in your bed, Papa. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right. 40-love on Andreeva. As it gets to 2-1. All right, 2-1 on Andreeva. Oh, puppy. All right. 2-1. So yeah, we've got Norrie Djokovic later. And depending on what happens here, so we've got after Andreeva Kasatkina is Grigspor Zverev. After Gauff is Pegula playing a wild card. Now, we're not going to watch Pegula playing against a wild card, but Nori Djokovic plays after that. And oh man, there are good matches on today, but there's also a lot of seemingly on paper one-sided matches, right? Such as, the Pegula match, right? That doesn't feel like it's going to go 5, go 3. Well, it's definitely not going to go 5. But it sounds like it's not going to go 3. But then again, Pegula did struggle in the last round. Grigspor Zverev feels like it's going to go 5 hours. Draper Bublik, I mean, that feels like it's going to be straight sets Draper, but it could be interesting if Bublik surprised. I mean, maybe Bublik does what Shelton did. I don't know. So it's kind of like, yesterday was like, okay, these matches are going to be good, and they all were good. Today it's like, I don't know if these matches are going to be good. And they could all be great, but they could all be shit. You're an animal? I am. We all are. Humans are animals. Down. You want to go here, yeah? Go on. Get you. Okay, that's enough. All right. 30 love Gauff. She's already got a 3 love lead. All right. Okay, 40-15. Cam, where is your son? Show us. All right, 40-15. What's the name of my dog? My dog's name is Mia. Her name is Mia. 40-15. As Gauff serves again. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. Is Gauff with the backhand to the backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff backhand down the line. Alexandrova with a forehand into the backhand of Gauff. Again to the slice of Alexandrova. Gauff forehand. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. As Gauff hits a backhand down the line again to the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff gets the point. Alexandrova overhits it. And it's 4 love. 4 love. Will there be 20 points in the Andreeva match? If you're betting on points, how many points there are, you need to stop. That's crazy. How many points are going to be in the... That's crazy. That's too... If you say games, okay, points is crazy. Anyways, Dasher holds 2-0. That's crazy. Please don't bet on points. That's too much. That's like betting... It's like betting on who's going to serve first. Or come on now. 2-2. Or are you saying, is she going to win 20 games? 20 games makes more sense. 20 points is ridiculous. Like, you can't be doing that niche. You run out of things to bet on, you go into points. That's crazy, brother. Don't do that. It's crazy. But 20 games, yeah, maybe. All right. 15 love for Andreeva. As Gauff's trying to get this done as quickly as possible, which I don't mind. 15. She is really starting to rocket through this game. Oh, games you meant. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, can you bet on points? I don't even know that's a thing. Then again, you can bet on a lot of things that make no sense. As that goes in the net from Alexandrova. Love 30. Coco's trying to get this bagel. All right. Love 30. Love 30. As we get a fault from Alexandrova, second serve. Alexandrova rocking the K-Swiss. I know she used to be with another brand, but it must have just happened. Backhand rally. Alexandrova goes in the net, and it's love 40. Coco dominating. Love 40. Love 40. And 40 love for Andreeva. And she hits a backhand down the line. Dasha gets it back. Andreeva comes in with a forehand and puts it away. 3-2 Andreeva. All right. Also 15-40. Gauff to go to 5 love. As the return goes in the backhand of Alexandrova. Backhand from Gauff. Into the backhand of Alexandrova. Forehand from Gauff to the forehand of Alexandrova. But she hits it out, and Gauff's got a 5 love lead. She's going to serve for the bagel in like 15 minutes. All right. Cruisy start for Coco. All right. Now we're doing chat. I took Dasha plus 5.5. Okay. All right. Dasha serving 3-2. To Andreeva. Dasha serve. The backhand of Andreeva. Dasha with the backhand cross. Andreeva slices it into the forehand of Dasha. The backhand of Andreeva. Dasha backhand down the line. Andreeva goes cross court with the forehand into the forehand of Dasha as Andreeva slices it. And Dasha in the net. Love 15. Love 15. As Kazatkina serves again. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Dasha with a forehand into the slice of Andreeva. Lob goes up. Dasha comes in. No, she stays back. Backhand now goes wide by Dasha. There was an opportunity to go to the net, but she didn't hit the good enough approach. Love 30. Love 30. As Dasha serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to slice of Dasha. Backhand on Andreeva. Into the forehand of Dasha. Andreeva forehand again to the forehand of Dasha. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Dasha backhand short. But Dasha saying it's out by Andreeva. The umpire's going to check. And the umpire says it's out. 15-30. $15-30. $15-30. As Dasha forehand to the forehand of Andreeva. Dasha forehand again to the forehand of Andreeva. That's a drop shot. Dasha backhand down the line. Andreeva puts up a lob. It's a bounce smash from Dasha. No, it's a forehand. She puts it away. What a shot by Dasha. Great inside-out forehand. 30-all. So Alexandrova about to get a game. All right. And Gauff gets the 30-0. As the return goes into the forehand dasher, forehand of Andreeva. Into the backhand of dasher as Andreeva backhand. Into the forehand of dasher, again the forehand of Andreeva, who dumps it in the net. And it's 40-38 to dasher. Gauff trying to bagel. Now she hits the backhand down the line. Alexandrova forehand goes down the line for a winner. 30-40. See, the Alexandrova is the type of player that would lose a set 6-1 and then come back and win 6-1 in the second. Like that's when we look at WTA scorelines, she is one of the players that participates in those scorelines. Like I know every WTA player, it can happen to anyone, but it does happen to her. Like she can easily lose the first set 6-love and then win the next 6-love. Like that is a totally normal scoreline for her. She could have that happen. As she hits it in the net, and we get to deuce. Gauff trying to take the bagel. A dasher 3-0. As Coco serves a fault, second serve. Second serve is a double fault by Gauff. First one of the day. Advantage Alexandrova. Okay. Advantage Alexandrova to get one of the breaks back. As we just said, the backhand of Alexandrova, backhand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Alexandrova is Gauff with the forehand to the backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff backhand into the backhand of Alexandrova. Again, the forehand of Gauff as Alexandrova over hits it. And we get the deuce. All right, we get to deuce. As we serve out wide is a double fault by Gauff. As we return now, it goes out by Alexandrova, back to deuce. Back to deuce. There's a forehand from Gauff, goes down line for a winner. And it's advantage Coco to get the bagel. Advantage Gauff. Advantage Gauff. As Alexandrova wins the point, we're back to deuce. Also dash up. With a forehand to the backhand of Alexandrova. Backhand our dash up. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. As dash up wins the point, we're back to deuce. Down, down. All right, dash up, back to deuce. As the return goes in the forehand of Alexandrova. Forehand from dash up. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. There's Dasha backhand. Into the slice. Alexandrova in the net. Andreeva in the net. Advantage Dasha. Break point. Also, Gauff gets back to deuce. All right, break point Dasha. And an ace down the tee from Andreeva. And we get back to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. As Gauff gets another, has to save another break point. Advantage Alexandrova to get on the board. As Dasha hits a lovely forehand winner, and she gets another break point. All right, advantage Kazatkina. As we get a forehand from Gauff, she hits it in there, backhand, another chance for Alexandrova. All right, as Dasha hits it out, it's back to deuce. Gauff serves the backhand of Alexandrova. Backhand from Gauff into the backhand of Alexandrova. Hits it in the net. We get back to deuce on the Gauff serve as well. As Dasha tries to get another break point. She hits a forehand in the net though, and it's advantage Andreeva. All right. Advantage Gauff. As Gauff wins the set. 6-love. It's a little tough at the end, but she gets it done. And it's a bagel for Coco. And Andreeva also keeps, well, gets in front. All right. First set goes to Coco. Pretty cruisy in the end. And Alexandrova, but Alexandrova in the last game there was starting to push, so I wouldn't be shocked if Alexandrova made a bit of a fight back in the second. But yeah, that was all. Alexandrova was playing terrible. 3 winners, 15 errors. Gauff hit 5 winners, 5 errors, so solid. Not outstanding. You know, outstanding would be 10 winners and 3 errors. So 5 and 5, that's pretty standard. But when your opponent's hitting that many errors, you don't need to do much, do you? So Alexandrova, it's all really up to her. If she wants to make this close in the second, she needs to limit the errors. And if she could just limit the errors, second set might be close. Because like I said, Gauff's not... It's different when... So with the stats, it's different when Jannik Sinner, for example, right? He hits 20 winners and 2 errors in a set. You can't do much about that. You're just going to have to wait, hang on and hope that he drops his level, right? Nothing you can do unless you play like that as well. But Jannik Sinner, the other day, for example, was untouchable. But then there's other times when a bagel happens like that, right? Where one person's playing terrible and the other player's playing okay. Kind of like what Draper did when he played against Fonseca, right? Fonseca was just errors, and Draper was just steady. He's like, well, I don't need to do anything fancy because you're giving me all 3 points. Why would I need to try and hit winners and take a risk when you're just giving me the point? That's what happened there, right? Gauff, 5 winners, 5 errors. She's just like, I'm not going to make any mistakes. I'm not going to let you get any free points. You're going to have to win the points because you're not doing that. So, it's a little bit easier for someone like an Alexandrova to come back from this because Gauff's level wasn't like outstanding. She was just steady, right? So it's in Alexandrova's hands. When you're playing Lehechka, for example, playing Sinner, not much Lehechka could do there because unless he starts playing out of his mind, he's going to have to wait for Sinner to drop, right? So that's sort of the difference between score lines, when it comes to the stats, right? That makes sense. Does that make sense? 40 love. Alexandrova already starting strong. As the return goes into the forehand of Alexandrova. Alexandrova hits that one out, though. I lied. Dasher, by the way, 30 all. All right, 40-15. Alexandrova to take the first game. As Gauff hits it out on the return. Alexandrova wins the game with a smile on her face. She avoids a double bagel. Also, Dasher's got 40-30. All right. $40-30. As Dash hits a backhand out, and we get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. As Andreeva gets the break point. Break point for Mirra. As it a backhand now from Andreeva to the forehand of Kasatkina. Andreeva back into the slice of Kasatkina. Goes long. There's the break. 5-3. Andreeva's going to serve the set. All right. All right. Gauff serving. 30 love. All right, 5-3, Andreeva serving for the set. She hits it backhand wide, love 15. Love 15. As Gauff gets a 40 love. As Dasher goes to the forehand of Andreeva. Dasher backhand. Into the forehand of Andreeva. As Dasher with the forehand of the stretch. Into the forehand of Andreeva. As Dasher forehand again. Is a slice. Into the forehand of Andreeva. As Dasher hits it wide. And it's 15-0. 15 all. All right, Dasha puts up a lob, but it goes wide, 30-15. Gauff held, by the way, 1-all. As Andreeva serves again. Serve is a fault, second serve. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes. Don't forget to like the video as well if you haven't already. And subscribe. We've got a big day today. And then quarterfinals starting tomorrow. Everything from tomorrow onwards we watch. Previews of quarterfinal tomorrow came out yesterday. So make sure you watch those if you haven't already. As Dasha gets to 30 all, trying to break back. All right, 40 love. 28 minutes first set, Coco, but 10 minutes with the last game. Yeah, exactly. That's a good sign for the second set to make it that could be more competitive. As that goes out by Dasha on the return. And Andreeva has got a set point. All right, 40-30. Alexandrova 2-1, by the way. Solid holds. All right, serve into the backhand of Dasha. Return goes in the backhand of Andreeva. Dasha forehand. Into the forehand of Andreeva. As Dasha hits a slice backhand. Again, the foot of Andreeva. Dasha can't get that one. Andreeva too good. 6-3. She just picked it up when she needed to. 6-3. All right. 2-1 Alexandrova, by the way. All right. All right. 15 love. By the way, that set was 5 winners, 13 errors from Dasha, 13 winners, and 9 errors from Alexandrova. That's what happened. All right. All right, Mia. Go on, jump into bed. Go on. Go get it. All right. Gauff 30-15. Good girl. Good girl. All right, 30-15. Barty would have won 500 slams. Okay. Love 15 as Dasha with a bounce forehand into the slice of Andreeva, but Andreeva hits it out. 15-0. All right. All right. 40-30 Gauff. As that goes down the line, the backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff forehand into the forehand of Alexandrova. As Gauff forehand again to the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff goes down the line, the backhand of Alexandrova. The backhand of Gauff as Alexandrova backhand into the forehand of Gauff. To the forehand of Alexandrova. Forehand from Gauff goes in the nets. And we get the deuce. Also 30-all Andreeva. All right. All right. 30-40 Andreeva. As Dasha hits the backhand. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand from Dasha. Into the forehand of Andreeva as Dasha hits the backhand down the line. That's a great shot. Slice from Andreeva goes into the forehand of Dasha. And Dasha comes to the net. Lob goes out by Alexandrova. Sorry, from Andreeva. And it's back to deuce. As Dash hits it out. And it's advantage on Andreeva. Also, Alexandrova just had a break point, but she gave it away. All right, forehand out from Andreeva. Dasha gets on the stretch and hits it down the line. Great shot. Slice goes in by Andreeva. Dasha with a drop shot. Andreeva with a lob. Goes in. Too good. Andreeva breaks. She's quick. Andreeva. She's sneaky quick. All right. All right, advantage Gauff as she looks to level, but she hits it in the net, and it's back to deuce. Is there anybody that cannot beat Sasha once? Or that has not beaten Sasha at all? I'm not sure. All right, advantage Alexandrova to break in the second. All right, as Gauff gets back to deuce with a good serve. We get back to deuce. As Coco serves. A fault, second serve. Not expecting Griekspoor to go down without a fight, but I reckon 4 sets Zverev. Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll be 4 sets Zverev. They'll split the first 2 sets, and then Zverev will win the third and fourth. That's my thinking. I see the stats. Yeah, they're literally on the side of the screen. Advantage Gauff, as she tries to level the second. First serve is a fault from Gauff. Second serve. Second serve, and then Gauff hits a backhand wide, and it's back to deuce. As Dasha runs in for a drop shot, but she can't get it. And it's 2-love in the second. It was 40-30 in that game. As a bit of backhand slice goes long by Alexandrova. Advantage Gauff. Advantage Gauff. To level the second. Andreeva is a dark horse of this tournament. Yeah, I would say, yeah. All right, backhand from Dasha, volley from Andreeva. Dasha with a forehand in the net. It's love 15. As Gauff finally holds 2-2. It's a lot more competitive in this second set. 2-all. Dark horse. I mean, look. I think she's a contender. Maybe not a dark horse. One of the favorites. I feel like it's still Swiatek, Sabalenka, Gauff, and then Andreeva's just below that. Yeah, Svitolina's a dark horse. Yeah. I would say she's a contender, but she's not like everybody's first pick. Whereas like Gauff, Swiatek, Sabalenka, everyone's like picking one of those 3 mostly, right? So I'd call her a contender, but I wouldn't put her in the favorites just yet. Because obviously she's got to play Sabalenka, or she's got to play Gauff potentially anyway, and she doesn't beat Gauff. So how does she beat Gauff? Even I tell you what, Pegula. Shit, chat. We've got some good matches coming up. Pegula versus Andreeva. Have they ever played? That feels like it could be a banger. It feels like that could be like the Paolini-Svitolina match from yesterday. Have they ever played? They've never played. Ooh, that would be fire. And then Keys Gauff is fun. That's a fun match as well. They played 5 times, 3-2 for Keys, and last time they played was on clay last year, and it was a 3-setter to Keys. So that's fun as well. I mean, Keys and they're 2 really good matchups. Along with the matches we've already got with Sabalenka, Zhang, Svitolina, Swiatek. I mean, that would be one of the great lineups of recent Grand Slam history. I can't think of a better quarterfinal lineup for women in recent times. I mean, that is there is no bad match there. They're all if we get those matches, they are all possible match of the tournaments. Like, they're crazy. That is crazy. Like, the French Open delivered last year, and it's delivering this year. On the men's side, like, Big Foe being there is a little bit... I mean, I love that he's there. He hasn't lost a set. And if Djokovic, Zverev, Sinner, and Draper all win, then that would be a fire lineup. For the men, I mean, this could be one of the best Grand Slam men and women tournaments of all time. It's fire. It is fire. All right. All right, advantage Dasher as she tries to get on the board. As Gauff hits that long, and it's 3-2 Alexandrova in the second. Hey, BJ, thank you for the 29 months. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 29. Yeah, they've never played. That's wild that Andreeva Pegula have never played. Who do you think has a better chance for the upset? Zhang or Svitolina? That's... I'm going to say Zhang. But to be honest, both of them could cause an upset. They could both cause an upset. Like, Svitolina could beat Swiatek. But I'm going to say Zhang beating Sabalenka could be more... Just because of what just happened in Rome. Also, when you're looking at, like, road to that match, Sabalenka really hasn't had much to worry about except for Anisimova, which was a good warm-up for Zhang. But I feel like Samsonova was a great warm-up for Zhang to get to Sabalenka, right? So she's just played against someone really powerful, really hard-hitting. So Zhang is going to be ready for Sabalenka because Samsonova hits the ball so flat, right? But so Sabalenka has also had a good warm-up with Anisimova to take on Zhang. So, I think Svitolina-Swiatek, I feel like Svitolina getting through Paolini the way she did, if she had beaten Paolini in straights, I'd maybe lean towards her. But I think she was, I wouldn't say lucky to beat Paolini, but she was fortunate not to lose. Whereas Swiatek, it felt like she started playing some really good tennis at the end of the or during the Raducanu match. So I don't know, man. They're both. I mean, look, it could be a Svitolina Zhang semi-final. Like it could be. Swiatek, Sabalenka could both lose. All right, Dasher holds 2-1. All right. 15-all as Coco tries to level and hits it out. 15-30. 15-30. Ah, 15-30 as Gauff hits a winner and 30-all. All right. As Andreeva hits a lovely serve at wide, 15 love. Hey, Viavanch, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Welcome back. All right, 30-all here, Gauff. Shoots a backhand into the back of Alexandrova. Alexandrova the net. And it's 40-30. All right. As Gauff holds for 3-0. And Dasher wins the point 15-0. I think Jean can beat Swiatek in the Grand Slam. Yeah, what match do you want to see in the semis, chat, at the top? Do you want to see Swiatek Sabalenka? I think I want to see that the most. Do you want to see Svitolina Sabalenka? Do you want to see Zhang versus Swiatek? What match do you want to see the most out of that bunch? I want to see Sabalenka Swiatek. Because obviously, right? Like that feels like it's still 1 versus 2 in my head. 3 weeks ago, that was 1 versus 2, right? Even though Gauff's been great, and she is definitely number 3, at least, I still think Swiatek Sabalenka are 1-2. All right, 15:30 here. Dasher, a chance to break back. I want to see Zhang Swiatek. Okay. Olympic semi rematch. All right. I mean, I wouldn't say no to that either. All right, 30-0. Dasher hits it long. As with a forehand from Gauff to the backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff backhand to the backhand of Alexandrova. As Gauff backhand again. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff with the backhand again. Into the slice of Alexandrova. Gauff forehand cross. Alexandrova goes long and it's love 30. Coco, a chance to break here in the second. Love 30. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes. Thank you for hanging out. Andreeva holds, by the way. So after this, we've got Greek Sport taking on Zverev. And then later on, we've got Djokovic Norrie. And then tonight, Sinner versus Rublev. Love 40 Coco for a 4-3 lead in the second. As Alexandrova serves. And wins the point. And it's 15-40. As with a forehand rally. Slice on the stretch from Gauff. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff with the backhand. And then Alexandrova comes in out with a volley and hits a winner. And it's 30-40. 30-40. As the return goes into the forehand of Alexandrova. Forehand now from Gauff to the backhand of Alexandrova. As Gauff forehand again to the backhand of Alexandrova. It's Gauff backhand to the backhand again of Alexandrova. Gauff. Forehand cross court. Alexandrova gets it to the forehand of Gauff. Alexandrova's backhand goes in again to the backhand of Gauff. The backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff backhand into the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff with a lob. And Alexandrova puts it away. We get the deuce. Good fight from Alexandrova. All right, we get to deuce. Dasher holds, by the way, 3-2. Andreeva with the break in the second. No stream from Eala today. No, we're not going to watch grass today. We got too much to do on Roland Garros. Sorry. Not today. All right. Advantage Gauff. Was it a forehand into the forehand of Gauff? Forehand from Alexandrova to the backhand of Gauff, who puts it away, and there's the break, 4-3. Please do a live stream for Eala's match in. Yeah, we might watch her play singles, but we won't watch the doubles because one, I don't think I can watch the doubles. Like, I don't think I can find where to watch the doubles, so that I can't do a stream if I can't watch it. But we might watch her play some singles next week. It just depends on the schedule. The second half of a Grand Slam gets pretty quiet, so we'll probably have some time to tune in. So yeah, we'll probably watch a little bit of her next week in singles on the grass, along with all the other matches we're doing. But yeah, I just can't find. I'm looking for I can't find where to watch doubles. So doubles of a small event like that is very niche. 125s don't show. They don't play every court. Well, they don't have a camera on every court. So not all the time, anyway. Sometimes they do. Maybe Birmingham does though, but can't find it. All right. Yes, she's playing. So she's playing on court 5 in Birmingham, and they don't have a camera, so I can't watch it. I can't watch court 5 in Birmingham, unfortunately. But like I said, she'll be playing singles on the main court, so maybe we can tune into her there. All right. Dasher trying to break. But it's 30-15. As Andreeva serves a fault second serve. All right, 30-15. God, it's so funny watching like Roland Garros and then looking on like Birmingham and it's like green, so green. Just the fresh grass. All right. As we get to 40-15, Andreeva. (40-15). Also Gauff. Down 2 break points. All right. 40-15. As Andreeva hits it out. 40-30. As Gauff saves 1 break point, 30-40. 30-40. As Dasha gets the deuce. And Gauff down break point again. She serves a fault, second serve. Oh, Dasha's got a break back point. Dasha to break back. As Gauff serves again. 30-40. As the backhand return goes in from Alexandrova to the backhand of Gauff. Alexandrova backhand down the line. Gauff slice. Into the backhand of Alexandrova. As Gauff with the backhand again to the backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff with the slice again. As Alexandrova forehand. Winner. We're back on serve. 4-4. And we're back on serve with Dasha as well. 3-all. Breaks at the same time. 3-3. Dasha breaks back. With a lovely forehand winner as well. Let's go. All right. Dasha gets the break back. And so does Alexandrova. As the return goes back into Dasha. Slice from Andreeva. As Dasha backhand to the front of Andreeva. And Andreeva hits it out. 15-love. All right. 15-love. As Andreeva hits a backhand cross-court winner. 30-love. That's a 15-all. All right. 15-all. There's a backhand to backhand rally into the forehand of Dasha. Forehand from Andreeva. As Dasha's backhand goes to the backhand of Andreeva, who hits it for a winner, or does she? That was close. Dasha's going to check. The umpire's going to check. And it was out. It was out. 30-15. Andreeva gets a 40-15, by the way. That was just out. Hawkeye confirms. All right, 40-15 Alexandrova. She serves a fault, second serve. Second serve, Alexandrova to the backhand of Gauff. Alexandrova backhand to the backhand again of Gauff. To the forehand of Alexandrova, but Alexandrova hits it out, 40-30. And Dasha gets to 40-15. As Dasha serves a fault, second serve. As with a backhand from Alexandrova to the backhand of Gauff. Backhand now Alexandrova into the forehand of Gauff as Alexandrova forehand down the line. That's a great shot. 5-4. Alexandrova leads in the second. And Dasha also leads in the second. 4-3. Great shot from Dasha. Okay. All right. Anyways, Gauff serving to stay in the set. As Gauff wins a point, 15 love. As Dasha with the 4-3 lead in the second. All right, love 30, by the way. Dasha. Chance to get the break in the second. As Andreeva hits a lovely winner. As Dasha eventually hits it out and it's 30 all. Still a chance here for Dasha. Also, Alexandrova trying to steal the set as well, but Gauff hits a winner. It's 40-15. As that goes out by Andreeva, 30-40 Dasha to take the break and serve for the second. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand to Dasha. Return goes to the backhand of Andreeva. Dasha with a slice on the stretch. As Andreeva goes to the forehand to Dasha again. Andreeva forehand cross. Dasha down the line. Andreeva's there with a backhand. As Dasha backhand cross. Andreeva's in trouble. Slice goes in. Dasha forehand inside out. Another slice lob. It goes in the nets. Dasha breaks. 5-3 in the second. She's got to serve for the set. Let's go. Gauff, by the way, she levels 5-all in the second. Dasha fights back. All right. Dasha serving for the set, but she hits it in the net. 15 love. All right, that goes out by Alexandrova. It's love 30 on both courts. Andreeva's got love 30 as well. All right, love 30 as Dasha hits a forehand into the forehand of Andreeva. Andreeva hits it out. 15-30 as Gauff gets the love 40. To take the break and serve for the set. Serve for the match, sorry. As Alexandrova goes to the backhand of Gauff. Alexandrova again to the forehand of Gauff, into the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff for the forehand down the line. Alexandrova backhand. Slice goes out. There it is. Gauff takes the break. And she'll serve the match. All right. And Andreeva breaks back. All right. Everybody's breaking. All right. Dasha unable to serve the set. All right. Gauff's going to serve to get to the quarterfinals of Roland Garros. All right. All right. First serve the fault by Gauff. Second serve. As Gauff at the backhand of Alexandrova. Gauff backhand again. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. And Alexandrova hits it out. 15 love. Love. As Gauff hits a backhand again to the slice of Alexandrova. Into the forehand of Gauff. Alexandrova forehand winner. 15-0. Also, Dasha hits it out on her forehand. Sorry, on her backhand, as she was lunging out wide. All right, 30-15. 30-15. As Gauff gets the match point, 40-15. To take her spot in the quarterfinals. Gauff serves. Into the forehand of Alexandrova. Gauff with the backhand cross. Alexandrova gets it. Into the backhand of Gauff. But she hits it wide. And we get to 40-30. And Dasha hits it out as well. She's at 30-all. That was out. Confirmed by the umpire. Match point number 2. 40-30. Gauff serves. To the backhand of Alexandrova. That goes out now. Gauff wins. Tough second set. Coco gets it done in straights. 6-love, 7-5. And she's into the quarterfinals. And she'll take on the winner of Keys and Baptiste, who are coming up later today. Good win. Coco wins. Quarterfinals of Roland Garros again. I think she's made the quarterfinals like the last 5 years, I want to say, in a row. Very consistent here. Andreeva, by the way, she gets to advantage, or 40-30. 40-30. There's a drop shot in the net by Andreeva, and it's deuce. We're going to merge the streams in a bit. But good win by Coco. As with a serve from Andreeva's a fault second serve. As Dasha hits a winner down the line, she gets a set point. Advantage Dasha to take us to a third. Advantage Dasha. As with a fault from Andreeva. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Andreeva. Slice from Dasha goes into the forehand of Andreeva. Dasha with the backhand pass. Goes out. She had a chance. All right, we get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. By the way, at the end of this game, we're going to merge the stream. So if you want to keep watching Andreeva versus Kazatkina, you can jump on over here. As Dasha hits it out and throws her racket on the ground. Advantage Andreeva to take the game and level at 5-5. As we serve into the backhand of Dasha. For now, Andreeva to the backhand of Dasha. As Andreeva backhand again to the forehand of Dasha. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Dasha on the stretch. Into the forehand of Andreeva. As Dasha again with the forehand. Goes to the net. Andreeva holds. 5-5 in the second. All right. Great win by Gauff. First set was solid. Second set was a fight, but she got through. And she's into the quarterfinals. She'll be taking on the winner of Keys and Baptiste. They're playing later. So we'll keep an eye on that later today. But, yeah, solid win by Coco. Quarterfinals again.